rocking horse is also a great traveling movement. I know, that sounds really strange. Like, why would you travel with a rocking horse? Because it's so much more interesting than jogging. That's why. But traveling with a rocking horse, you need to think about your levers and also what you're doing with your arms. You can do the traditional arm movement and travel forwards, that works. Or do a breaststroke action and travel forwards. And with that one, I bent the front knee and kicked the straight leg back. That's another way that you can do rocking horse. Bent lever, long straight lever. Quite effective. The other way that you can play around with levers here is that your front leg is straight and your rear leg is bent. So if you want to emphasize quadricep activation, you want that front leg to be straight and bend your rear leg. So it becomes all about the kick up. Yeah, because your rear leg is not going to be working that hard. Whereas when you bend the front knee and keep the rear leg straight, it becomes all about the hamstring of the rear leg.
Just remember that it's the straightened leg actions that actually create the muscular contraction. And when you do the when you do those, you can play around with it. So just remember this rule of thumb: straight legs, you're going to get quad, hamstring. Bent knee, not so much at all. Actually, it becomes more about what you do with your arms and your chest and your abdominals. But if you bend the front knee and keep the straight leg back, it's hamstring. Straight front leg, bend the back knee, it's quads. And I know that if you've done some anatomy on land, you go, okay, I've got knee flexion, therefore it's my hamstring. It's not in the water. It's not in the water. Because you're thinking about what has to drive through. And we talk about a long lever requiring so much more effort than the short levers. Now there's lots of ways that you can play around with this. So obviously you can just do your classic straight leg rocking horse, moving through the water. You can also do it with a breaststroke action. You can do that through the water. You can bring the knee up and keep the leg back. That's the one I really like doing with the breaststroke action. And then you can then go front leg, straight leg, bend the back knee, and you can go backwards. So you can go backwards. Now, I love that because I have to think about what I'm doing with my lower body. And I have to then use my brain to change the way I'm moving through the water. So you can do either or. So you can go forwards like this and then go backwards with the knee bent and the straight leg back. Or you can go straight leg forwards, bend the knee, travel forwards. That's really challenging, especially on the abdominals. And then you can do the same thing but going backwards. But of course the arms change. Yes, so people can move. And then you can play around with it. So it could be bent knee going forward, straight leg going back, then travel back, straight leg forwards, bend the knee. Straight leg, hang on. Yeah, straight leg forwards, bend the knee. Straight leg forwards, bend the knee. So straight leg back when you're going forwards, straight leg up when you're going backwards. There's lots of variations here. This is just traveling with the rocking horse and playing around with what you're doing with your lower body. It's cool, I love it.